What you need to do if you have no money. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Antoaneta, and in this video I'll be giving you a bit of personal advice on what I would do if I become broke today. Of course, this advice could greatly differ depending on your present state, family needs and more, but I hope that this can help you take the steps needed to resolve the situation. So, without wasting more time, what you need to be doing if you have no money in your account. Being short of money is not the greatest moment of anyone's life. But today, many people are broke and unaware of what to do. There are several opportunities, but with zero money in the bank, you are limited. Do not worry, I'll try to help you in this episode. There was a time when I was broke and I had very little money in my pocket to achieve anything. Some of you know that I migrated to the UK for a better future 20 years ago. When I arrived here, I had a lot of challenges, but I was determined. Some of the steps I followed were able to get me out of poverty, out of debt, out of living a basic life and up to living a life of financial freedom and success. Of course, these steps are not easy and they may not work for you, but as I said earlier, I'm hoping that could be a guide to improve your financial position. So let's begin. There are 9 steps to take to break out of being broke. Number 1, find out why you are broke. First things first, when you are broke, take a while to find out why. What went wrong? Where was all the money I had before? If I never had money or I just starting, then your question should be, why I'm still broke? What steps didn't I take that leave me in this position? Generally, finding out why you are where you are now is what you need to resolve. Once you realize that, you have to be willing to humble yourself and accept that you are broke, not because the world is against you. And I know the world could be, but not because of anything or anyone externally, but because of you and you alone. Don't lay blame, but accept the responsibility. Number 2, change your mindset. The mind is the home of every action that we take. Before we make a move, our mind would have processed and approved it. Okay, so in life, there is a simple process of how things work. I know that life is complicated, but I will be explaining success and failure in a simple way. Take a tree, for example, and examine it. What are the parts you see? The branches, the leaves, the stem, the bark, the root and more. Okay, now I will narrow down the existence of a tree to 3 things and you link it to your life and your success story. The root of your tree is the mindset you have, the way you perceive and believe how life should be. The tree's body is everything else that goes on in life, which includes all the complications. Finally, the branches, leaves, and fruit represent the various ways you can succeed, how much you can flourish, and the rewards or success you have at the end. Your mindset determines everything. Most successful people are successful because they have a different mindset, are not afraid to take risks, are not afraid to fail, and do not see money or success as only happening when you do something terrible to achieve it. Once you change your mindset, you can change your external results. Even if you get a new job or $1 million, if your mindset isn't fully prepared for success, you won't be successful. So, number 3, what are you doing with your time? Okay, I get that with no money there is very little you can do. But as I said earlier, successful people are successful because of what they do and not what happens outside. In my post, 15 Steps to be More Productive, I spoke about the importance of using your time well and mentioned how you could reduce your productivity by having a toxic habit or routine. In the same way, when you're broke, you have to sit down and ask yourself what you're doing with your time. Most successful people have one thing in common: how well they utilize their time to build themselves, their mind, their knowledge. This is why they are prepared to make the right move to success. You need to do the same to improve yourself. Number 4, read. Read a lot. One thing that in common with successful people is their ability to read a lot. Bill Gates says that he reads a book per week. Here is the thing about reading. It's like being around rich people or intelligent people. The knowledge you gain or see them provide rubs off on you, and you become sort of like them. You don't have to spend on buying a book. You could just go to online free site or go to library and read up on people and their life journeys and success. The great thing about this is that you can implement this knowledge and teaching into your life. Read books like The Richest Man in Babylon, The Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and The Cash Flow Quadrant. Number 5, income source. When you're broke, get a source of income. Money won't just fall in your lap, so you have to go out and look for a job that can alleviate some of your problems. Don't be choosy when getting a job, because that's not the end game. It's a platform, and if you're making X in this job, your end game is to grow to make 2x in the next job. I won't advise you to begin on online business or a self-employed on-site business, because those take time to grow. Instead, getting stable employment paying monthly, a fortnightly or weekly wage is what you need. You could also try selling off things that you no longer need or use. Number 6, opportunities. This is a spin-off of the last one. You have a job, yes, but now it's time to find other opportunities while you work, and recommend doing online for these new opportunities. They can begin a side hustle until they're strong enough to be your main income source. I would recommend that you find jobs that you can learn and grow from when looking for new opportunities. Things in sales, marketing, customer service, copywriting, graphic designing, and more. The great thing about these skills is that they can become a way for you to gain that financial freedom you need, because they are so high in demand, less risky, and are profitable. Sites like Upwork, Freelancers, Fiverr, Guru, and more are sites where you can get those internet opportunities. Number 7, harnessing new opportunities. This is a spin-off from the last point. So I want to show you how I will be harnessing these opportunities if presented to me. So, if I decide to use Upwork or Fiverr, for instance, as my platform, I would not just be that person who joins and become a part of the crowd. What I will be doing instead is finding ways to make me stand out from that crowd. How can you do that? Be more connected with your applications, your profile, and your biography. Explore videos, tell a story, be natural, and then highlight your strengths and benefits. Give them a reason to want to meet you. When you apply, you are competing against millions, and the best step for you to take is to find ways to stand out from the rest. Once you can present yourself as a driven, dedicated, and valuable worker, you need to be ready to commit to getting a job. That would mean spending 1 hour or 2 just bidding for these jobs that fit our profile. At this point, what you're doing is going from being a one-source minimum wage worker to being that person with an extra income outside of their main job. You are not just expanding your financial state, but also your knowledge and skill that will come in handy one day. Your ability to do what most won't do is a sign that you are on the road to success. Number 8, managing your money. Once you have that source of the extra income and decent paying job, you have slowly gone from being flat broke to being average and okay. You can eat, get clothes, and have the basic, maybe even a bit more. However, it's not how much money you make, but how you use it that determines how your success story will be. Most people, when they grow their finances, tend to also increase their lifestyle and spending. This isn't so bad, but you have to be able to know the limits. You wouldn't want to end up raising your lifestyle to that stage where you are spending everything you make. Now you need to learn to save and invest. This means that you need to spend less than you earn. Do not ever be tempted to spend all your income. That is the mindset that keeps you poor. Manage your finances and live below your income. My advice is saving at least 10% of what you earn as ideal. Once you begin saving that every month, then set up a saving account that will hold an emergency fund equivalent to the cost of your basic needs for 6 months. Set that up and forget that you ever did, because that is your first security to ensure that if the world does turn upside down as it did in the pandemic period and you lose your job and your extra income, you do not have to go broke again instantly. You have something to fall back to. And number 9, business. This is the last step you need to take. Once you have a good income source and have your emergency funds, and it's time to open up a business. But in this case, I recommend opening an online business. Why? Because at this stage in your life, you are still on shaky ground, and what you need is a reduced cost way of making and improving your finances. So online business is key. The great thing about online business, apart from being cheap, is that you have a variety of choices for what to do. You can decide that it's time to harvest the skills you have learned from working on site and online on Upwork and use it to start your own business. Then, from opening your blog and website, you can open various other ways to make money. You can explore affiliate marketing, ads promotion, and things like that. Generally, if you keep up with these processes, you can find a financial platform that allows you to grow beyond your immediate needs and maybe even lets you start investing in more financially freeing options. The more you learn and grow internally, the more you earn and can build a massive tree with lots of fruits. The more you improve yourself, the more you learn about yourself and your limits. Take me as a simple example. Came to London 20 years ago with £500 only in my pocket. Work as a housekeeper, bartender, nanny. Set a cleaning business a year later. Learn how to market my business online. Learn SEO and web designing. Started investing in properties. Learn how to refurbish property, how to flip them, how to have tenants, how to start renting. Learn how to invest in stock market, and what more to ask. Even till this right moment, I'm still learning new skills every single day, every single month. I'm still learning, I'm still watching plenty of YouTube videos, I'm still reading. So I enroll myself all the time in different courses. Tell me about you. Let me know about your planning. Are you broke? What is your situation? Are you financially independent? Share with us your opinion, your ideas, your tips in the comments below. We'd like to hear from you. And if you have any questions or have any suggestions, yes, I'll be happy to listen to them. And just leave me a comment and press the button like, because it does take a lot of time to make these videos, and I really appreciate your support. So, till next time, stay green and motivated.